In our final presentation, we are going to focus on becoming rehabilitation specialists in action, and we're going to focus on information as far as what we can do with the information or where we get that information. So I was speaking with both Anita and Marcy. They are our social workers that are on staff. Um, their offices are down by where Dave Costello is part of the time. And they are a very helpful resource, and I wanted to bring it to your attention because they helped me put together this handout you guys are going to be receiving. It's going to have a bunch of phone numbers on it for Oakland County. It's going to have their phone numbers on it, and of course there's going to be a summary of information that we went over for the first three presentations. However, I wanted to bring it to your attention that both Anita and Marcy are there for support. We can refer patients to them, or more importantly, if we have questions, then we don't know what to do with some of our patients that have indicated mental health issues that are a non-urgent situation, meaning they don't have a plan, but maybe they answered yes to a questionnaire. One of them, which is the patient health questionnaire 2. It's a very simple questionnaire. You ask 2 questions, and it involves with their demeanor in the past 2 weeks. In the past one of the questions is, in the past 2 weeks, have you had little interest or pleasure in doing things? And then another question is, in the past 2 weeks, have you been feeling down, depressed, or hopeless? If they answer yes to either of those, um, chances are they may have some problems with depression. Now the true exam or the true test is a 6-point test. So if they score 3 or greater, likelihood is that they have uh, some sort of depression that's either diagnosed or undiagnosed. It's not for us to decide, but it's for us to become aware of. And if they're not getting appropriate follow-up, if somebody's answered yes to those 2 questions, then we can go to Marcy and Anita and kind of get some guidance from them, or even direct the patient to them if it's deemed appropriate. The other part of today is the focus on us becoming more vocal. Um, it's been documented that in developed countries, 35 to 50% of people that are diagnosed with mental illnesses aren't even able to get the care on a yearly basis. A lot of patients, 35 to 50% of them, don't even get one visit of mental health a year with a healthcare professional. And that problem can be on the rise and become more problematic because of the negative societal responses people have with mental illness. It's one of the single greatest barriers um, for mental health program development is these negative societal responses. And what we've done so far is we've created a shirt. We've put names on the shirt of people that are valuable to us with mental health issues, present and past. Um, the shirt itself voices our awareness, saying, hey, we as rehabilitation professionals are willing to help and listen and get you in the right place. And our third promotion there is the mom walk. So now we're getting out in the community, and that's the other thing the evidence says is you got to get out there and you have to shake hands and you have to just make it a welcoming environment so patients and people feel like they can open up to you. And we've all seen this. I know those hand therapists in the other room have seen it way more often. Even back at my days at Henry Ford, I watched the occupational therapist in the hands gym, and patients just open up when you make that connection. Um, and the hand therapists are always making connections basically with that touch of the hand. And we can make that connection with a handshake, with our voice, with our presence in the community. So that's what we're trying to define or trying to do with this last presentation is my big push to get out in the community. Even if you don't do the health walk, buy the t-shirt, wear it around, get people to kind of become aware and talk about it. The other thing we noticed, and I was actually surprised that we actually had 12 names on the final t-shirt. There actually may be more now, but there's a lot of hesitancy to put someone's name on there, and that kind of goes along with the the negative connotation or stigma is like you have to keep it quiet. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when you keep something quiet, you know it's going to be a harder barrier to get through. So I want to thank you guys once again for all the help, for the promotion, for listening. And that handout you're going to get, once again, is going to have Oakland County information on it. It's going to have the Beaumont information on it. It's going to have a summary of all of our presentations, and it will also include the PQH2, just as a reminder for interviewing patients. Thank you very much. I hope everyone has a pleasant day, and we hope to see you either purchasing a shirt. Amy Childress will have further information on that, and hopefully getting out for that walk. Have a good day. Appreciate everything.